In this video, we're taking abstract mathematics and putting it to work in a real-world database environment. If you've struggled with Venn diagrams in school, or if you're trying to master SQL joins, this video is for you. We're going to look at union, intersection, and minus. And I'm going to show you exactly how these mathematical concepts translate into Oracle SQL using names like Alice, Bob, and Charlie. By the end of this video, you'll see that a database isn't just a pile of data, it's a collection of sets. So let's look at the two sets that we're going to use for this demonstration. So we have the Maths Club, which I've labelled M, and in the Maths Club we have Alice, Bob, Charlie, and David. And in the Science Club, which I've labelled S, we have Alice, Bob, Eve, and Frank. Notice here the overlap. Alice and Bob are the high achievers. They're in both sets. Charlie and David are in maths only, while Eve and Frank are in science only. In set theory, if we want the union of the maths and science clubs, so set M union set S, we list everyone. So we have Alice, Bob, Charlie, David, Eve, and Frank. Note here that we don't use Alice and Bob twice, even though they are in both sets. But as we'll see in the SQL demo, Databases gives us a choice on how to handle these duplicates. Now let's go over to the Oracle SQL interface and look at the code. In the world of databases, a set is represented by a table. So we can create a table for the Maths Club. And the way we do that in Oracle is using create table. So we have a table called Maths Club. Now we need to give it some columns. So I've given it two columns, one called student ID, and I've given it a type of number. Now this means only numerical data will go into student ID. Now this column is the primary key of the Maths Club. By that I mean it's unique information for each of the students. And we do this so we can easily identify each student. And the second column is student name, which is where we hold the names of the students. And we've given this a type of varchar2 and a length of 50. The varchar2 in Oracle is a character data type, and we've given it a maximum length of 50. So let's execute this statement and see if we can create the table. Okay, so we have now created the table in Oracle. Now let's do the same for the Science Club. So for the Science Club, we create another table called Science Club, and we give it exactly the same columns as those for the Maths Club. And let's execute this. And now we need to populate the two tables with data. And in Oracle SQL, we do this with an insert statement. So let's start by populating the Maths Club table. So this insert statement will populate one row of data into the Maths Club table, and that data will be related to Alice. So let's execute the statement. And to look at this data, we use a select statement. So we select all data from the Maths Club. So let's execute this. And as we can see, we have one row of data relating to Alice. We have a student ID of 101, and the name of the student is Alice. So let's populate the rest of the data for the Maths Club. So I've written a further 3 insert statements shown here, and these relate to Bob, Charlie, and David. And note I've added this statement called commit. Now the commit statement in Oracle SQL makes the data permanent in the database. Now let's execute these statements and look at the data we have in our Maths Club. As we can see, we now have Alice, Bob, Charlie, and David. Let's now create some data for the Science Club. I've created the insert statements for the Science Club shown here. Now let's execute these statements and then select from the Science Club table to see if the data's gone in. And there we have it. We have Alice, Bob, Eve, and Frank. And these students all do science. Now in Oracle SQL, to find the union between these two tables, we use the union statement, believe it or not. So we can select from the Maths Club and then union it using the union statement with the data from the Science Club. And so this is the complete statement. So we select from the Maths Club and we union it with another select from the Science Club. So let's execute this and see what data we get. So now we can see we've got Alice, Bob, Charlie, David, Eve, and Frank. Note Alice and Bob are in both sets. Oracle knows this and does a sort, so we only see the data once. But there is another option. It's called Union All. And this tells Oracle to list all the data from the Maths Club and the Science Club, irrespective of whether it's duplicate data. So let's execute this and see what happens. So we have Alice, Bob, Charlie, David. Then we have Alice again and Bob again, Eve and Frank. So this time it lists the duplicates. Now let's look at our two sets again and look at the intersection of the two sets. And that's the green shaded region shown here. And in this intersection, we have Alice and Bob. Let's now go back to our Oracle SQL interface and see how we get this data from the database. And so in Oracle SQL, if we want the intersection of the data in the Maths Club and the Science Club, we need to use the reserved word intersect. So if we replace our union all with the word intersect, so we have our statement where we select from the Maths Club and we intersect this with the data from the Science Club. So let's execute this statement and see what we get. And so as you can see, this time we just get 2 rows. So that's Alice and Bob. And as we can see from our data, Alice and Bob are in the Maths Club. And they're also in the Science Club. Now let's look at who is in the Maths Club, but not in the Science Club. So this green shaded region here on the Venn diagram. And in set theory, that's the Maths Club minus the Science Club. And it includes Charlie and David. So let's take a look at how we achieve the same thing using Oracle SQL. And to achieve the same thing in Oracle, we use the reserved word minus. And so we select all the data from the Maths Club minus all the data from the Science Club. So let's execute this statement and see what we get. And as we can see, we get 2 rows, Charlie and David. Charlie and David are in the maths club, but not in the science club. Now, given these tables could contain hundreds and thousands of students, so let's suppose we wanted to know the numbers of students that are in the maths club or the science club. As we saw, we'd use a union to do this. And this produced 6 lines of data. So it included all the students with the duplicates removed. Now, what if we just wanted to have the count? So we'd use the reserved word count. And the statement that we'd run would be something like this. So let's see if this gives us a count of 6. So 6 students are in the maths club or the science club. And if we wanted to know how many students are in the maths club and the science club, we would use a similar count, but with the intersect statement. So we know from our previous selections that there are 2 students in the maths club and the science club. So let's see if this returns 2. And there we have it. 2 students are in both the maths club and the science club. And to find the number of students that are in the maths club only, again we'd use a count, but this time with the minus operator. And again we should get 2 students, as we know that those 2 students are Charlie and David. So let's execute this statement and see if we get 2 again. And again we get the number 2.